Hi, my name is Courtney Bland, and I'm the head women's athletic trainer at Dallas Baptist University. I'm also a biomechanics professor. How I ended up at Swink is probably very different than everybody else's. How it all began, I was in my master's degree pursuing athletic training at Texas Tech Health Sciences Center, and my preceptor at the time decided she wanted me to follow in her footsteps, which we had previously talked about, and she knew that I wanted to be a wife and a mother, that I wanted to balance the workload balance with life and what that would look like. So she said, okay, since you value your health and wellness, why don't you show up at my gym in the morning at 5:30 and we will go through a workout and then we will go to our clinical site and carry on. So I showed up at the gym and I walked in and I saw all of these very aesthetically pleasing looking individuals, and I thought, where have I arrived? I knew it was CrossFit, obviously, but I do remember the first workout. It was burpees to target for 6 minutes. I thought, we got this. So true to form, hot out of the gate and redlined, and I was choking the rest of the day. That's how it began, fell in love with it, and decided that I wanted to come back for more. And so that's how I started CrossFit. That kind of shifted because the people that I started with were previous games and regional athletes, and so I didn't start going straight into an on-ramp class or any type of environment where that was necessary. And so I jumped right into a pressure cooker, which was not good for my ignorance at the time. So immediately walked right into injury and then started competing on that. Actually, through one competition, I will never forget this, I had an actual mental breakdown because I was failing handstand push-ups with a torn labrum and rotator cuff, and it was just disastrous. I started, I don't even know when I started. It's like April of 2018. I was previously living in Dallas at the time. I finished my master's degree and moved to Dallas in 2017. So I was there for a year in Dallas, decided I wanted to be outside a little more rural area, and so I joined Swink and immediately fell in love with it. After leaving Lubbock and moving to Dallas, I knew that I was needing that niche, that family and community environment that I knew didn't exist everywhere, but I knew that Swink had a good reputation of that. And so I dropped in one Saturday morning with one of my friends, and just like anything else, things start just a little bit clunky and it doesn't feel natural, but I knew that there was something special about this gym, and the people here are what stuck. Stuck? That's me in all my glory. But that's what landed for me, and it kept me coming back. And so I was looking for a competitive environment, but one that also valued their people, and I found that here at Swink. I find that the older that I get, it's harder to keep and make relationships, and this is a place where it's very intimate. They care past just what you can accomplish in the gym, and they care about your souls and how your lives turn out, and that's very important to me as I live and die by connection. And so that's what keeps me staying. That's what keeps me coming back. My best friends are here. This is my family, and it's where I've planted new roots, and I couldn't imagine it unfolding any other way. I've been to a lot of different gyms, whether it be memberships or dropping in via traveling, it doesn't matter. I've been a member of many other gyms, but I've also visited a lot of other gyms, and something that really has just stayed with me about Swink is their methodologies. They're so sound. They don't just incorporate you right off of the bat. While they do into the family atmosphere, they don't into the classes, and they really emphasize the importance of your general health and wellness. And so they usher you right into the movements and what that looks like as you take it on as a sport in the future. And so that's something I really appreciate about Swink, and that their coaches take a lot of intentionality and pride in how they connect with their members and seek you out outside of just your time here in the gym. CrossFit has meant a big deal to me. It has given me more values and just a compass and mental fortitude that I didn't have before. I've actually had this conversation with multiple very close friends. You know, we obviously love it and we've drank the Kool-Aid and we're engulfed in the flames of CrossFit, but you know, the things that it's given me outside of just the workouts themselves, I can do hard things. I know how to push through when it hurts. I know how to be and live a more structured life. I know what it means to prioritize nutrition, what it means to prioritize my health over just performance. After battling injuries, you know, that was something that really played a role. What does that look like as far as you know, really optimizing and taking ownership of your body and what you do with it, and to use it as a form of what you're able to do, not to punish it. So that's been really empowering, especially as a woman, especially as a clinician. CrossFit's made me a better healthcare professional. I'm able to do exactly what I ask my student athletes to do, and that's very important to me, that you're able to live and walk by what you preach. My favorite unhealthy meal is without a doubt Chicken Express. I'll be catering my wedding with that. If you look at it, it is a plate of gold. I don't know, I just grew up eating that, and it was, you feel an aneurysm like as you eat it, but it's whatever. Favorite healthy meal would always be, it's usually pretty bland, and I use that word sparingly, but it's pretty bland food. So chicken with probably Brussels sprouts, bacon, or a salad, and then a carb, which is usually sweet potatoes. It's just easy. It's easy to compound the three components of macros together and just go with it. How I balance that is definitely an 80-20 perspective. I have tried very restrictive dieting. I've tried crash dieting. I have been there, you name it, I've tried it. It has worked, but it has not lasted. And so what I've really found to be true and to stand is having a healthy lifestyle as your goal, like that being your mantra. So I live by 80-20. I eat very well during the week, and then I enjoy myself and my friends and experiences, and I don't miss out on life because I'm too restricted. So I enjoy my weekends, and we get back on the bandwagon every Monday. My favorite CrossFit movement is running. Just kidding. It is a snatch, because nothing feels better than a good snatch. And this is the only place you could say that. It was not always my favorite movement. When I injured my shoulder and I got surgery, that was taken away. And I had to be creative in what I found enjoyable. And honestly, those became my new favorite movements, because I was able to, again, experience my body in a new way, see what it was capable of, and enjoy it for that season of life and what it could do. Now that I have snatched back, I think it's so much fun. It's just very technical, and I love details. I love this question. What would you tell somebody who's asked, is CrossFit bad? I would say, give it a chance. Don't judge a book by its cover, and do your research and go taste and see for yourself. Because yes, anywhere you go, any sport you play, there are bad eggs everywhere. There are uneducated professionals. There are always people that slip through the cracks. That is going to be no matter where you go. And I would say to go and see for yourself, use your discernment, and do your own education and research before. So for people out there who think, I can't do CrossFit because I'm not fit enough, or I'm too old, or I'm too this, fill in the blank, Mother, I'm talking to you, and you need to start tomorrow, because we're not having this conversation again. And I would say that it is for everybody. Everything is modifiable. Everything can be met to your level of fitness. And that is what's so encouraging, because it's just different for everybody. And you can scale up, you can scale down, you can do exactly what it calls for, or you can do absolutely none of it. Swink has meant so much to me. It has, I really would say that I'm not the same person that I was when I first walked through these doors. because of Swink, because of the people in it. We are broken by nature, and Swink is no different, and we bring all of our brokenness together, and we love each other, and it truly is a family. We've seen each other through some of the hardest times in life, some of the best times in life, and I just wouldn't trade that for anything. We have co-parent each other's children. We have seen each other through family members passing away. We have shared just the best belly laughs, and we've got memories that have added years onto our lives. And I say our because we're all in this together, and I'm just not the same person because of Swink.
What's the first thing you think of when you think of Courtney?
All day. And it's always someone like CrossFit.
Trustworthy.
Trustworthy.
Yes.
Good training partner, good friend, good booty bump dancer. She knows what I'm talking about.
Didn't he ask for first thing that came to your mind?
I got things. Here's what I know about Courtney. This is the first thing, let me tell you. She will not deviate from her own plan.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
She will bring her food to a party.
Yeah.
She will stick to her guns. She calls it stubborn, dedicated, some people might call it. Reliable?
Committed. I changed mine. Committed.
Swole.
Steadfast.
Steadfast.
Yes. Final answer.
Final.